Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Twin Carbs. It's been a while since our last video, and those of you who have visited the channel before may remember seeing our 3-year review of this, the Jaguar XJ R-Sport, which I'd owned since new, but was about to replace it with something else. That was 6 months ago, and it's taken me quite a while to decide what to replace it with. Now, the Jaguar was a lovely car, and so it should be, with a list price of around £76,000, but it had service and costs to match, typically between £500 and £1,300, depending on which service was due, road tax at £150 a year, insurance group 50E, as well as fuel consumption in the region of, say, 35 miles per gallon. Costs were fairly high. But the real problem was dealer servicing, or rather the lack of it, from a number of different Jaguar dealerships. So what have I replaced it with? Was it a Mercedes, Audi, BMW? Well, as you're probably aware if you've been on the channel before, here at Twin Carbs we have quite a selection of cars ranging from 70s classics through to some more modern classics. My daily drivers, however, have tended to be Jaguars or Range Rovers, which have been my workhorses for around 15 years or more. So brace yourself, as this is quite a radical departure. Let's have a look. Well, I did say it was quite a radical change. This is the MGZS EV, the EV part standing for electric vehicle. Now, MG is well known in the UK mainly for classics such as the MGA, the MGB, MGB GT and the Midget and so on. However, with the demise of British Leyland and subsequently the Rover Group in around 2005, the MG brand name has been sold on and is now in Chinese ownership. These cars are made in fairly high-tech, in fact extremely high-tech factories over in China. And interestingly, in 2020, due mainly to the COVID-19 pandemic, car sales slumped massively in the UK and probably all over the world. And in fact, only 2 manufacturers showed an increase in new car sales from 2019 to 2020. They were Tesla and MG. So this MG is a wholly battery-powered electric vehicle. It's got a quoted range of 163 miles and can do 0 to 60 in something like 8.5 seconds. So it's maybe not as sprightly as the Jag, but get this, road tax currently zero. A full charge at home costs less than 8 litres of petrol or diesel. And with a ticket price of around £22,500, that's less than even the depreciation on the Jaguar that I lost just by driving the car home from the dealership on day one. The range of this car shouldn't be an issue. Although I do a fairly high annual mileage, typically say 12 to 15,000 miles a year, this tends to be round trips out to customer sites, typically no more than maybe 120 miles per day. You do occasionally do much longer trips. We have family in south of England and whatnot. But for 4 days, 5 days a year, probably use one of my other cars or hire a car. There's other options. So this is now my daily driver and my workhorse. Fortunately, more and more charging points are appearing every day, and most of these, in Scotland at least, are free to use. It's also a reasonably large car, sort of mini SUV size, and there's plenty of boot space for tools or equipment or anything else I need to carry. Unfortunately, today's a very cold and wet day here in Scotland, so we'll leave the grand tour until next time. Look out for more videos coming soon, including updates on the MG, as well as the installation of a new home charging point. See you next time on Twin Carbs.